I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who has watched my review videos and subscribed. Today's product is the Holystone Hs100r. The first thing that catches my eye is the bright red colour and the sheer size of this drone. This is the biggest drone I own and is the second most used drone I have due to the 90-degree adjustable angle camera that's 1080p with a 120 degree field of view, which helps you take some great pictures and videos from different angles. With built-in follow me mode, it will follow the GPS in your phone, helping you capture high precision photos and videos with ease. It also has one key takeoff and landing that comes in very handy. What's just here. It's 3D VR compatible, so you can experience real-time 3D visualization. It also has GPS return to home. So if you press this button here, the drone will return to home. So there is a minimal chance of losing the drone. Unfortunately, I have had a problem with the return to home function. What happened was I was flying it just not far from my house. I happened to press the return to home button due to a little bit of loss of sight on the drone, and for some reason it didn't return home. I'm not entirely sure what caused it, but it did land in a relatively safe place. Not too far from my house. I just had a quick walk about, had a look around, and it was just happened to be in a car park. Apart from that, I've never had any more problems with it. I think it was just a slight error. Not entirely sure what happened, but as you can see, I just happened to walk around, found it, and as you can see, it's in immaculate condition still. What I'll do is I'll show you the 90-degree angle on the drone. So what you do, you press this button to turn it on, and then just at the back of the drone on the battery there's a button. If you press it, you get 4 blue lights pop up on the battery. The drone will start flashing, what means you've got to do a calibration. So I'll just start calibrating it now. It doesn't really need 3 turns. It's to be honest, for some reason I was doing the 3 turns from the Hs100. It's only 1 turn, and then the pink light will turn solid. Well, it's more of a pinky purple, I'd say, and then on the front you've got like a purpley white. It will start flashing now. It's all linked in now. You just press to fully link the actual controller to the drone, you press up and then down. It took me a few minutes because obviously with holding the camera, what I'm using on my phone at the moment. It will be sorted out soon. I actually have a proper camera and PC to use. So if you want to change the camera angle, I'll show you the button to use in a minute. But if you keep pressing, basically just keep your finger on it if you want to change quite quickly. and it will go all the way down to the full 90-degree angle. And if you want to change very slightly, you just press left once, twice, and you'll hear a slight beep or vibration noise, it sounds like. I'll see if it will pop up now. I'll put it back into the full 90-degree angle what it was previously at. So this function is actually quite amazing, to be honest, because you can get a full bird's eye view of the actual ground or anywhere you're flying over. Just gives you a slightly different view basically, and that's why I do like this one a little bit more than the HS700, what I have previously done a video on, if you want to go check that out. But this is basically the drone. It's as I said in the first bit of the video, it is a massive drone. It's also in a bright red colour, as you can see. The camera does slightly change the actual brightness of the red, so it's not as bright on there like a pinky colour. It is a proper red colour. Here's the propellers. This is a brushed motors, so eventually they will need replacing the cogs inside. I've done quite a few flights on this so far. I haven't had to change them. I think it takes a while before you have to change them personally. I'll just turn the drone off so you can see. So if you hold down on there, it will turn the drone off. It will start flashing red to show that the controller is no longer connected. And if you hold your finger on here, the drone is now off. So if you press on here and just pull, it is a little bit easier to do with two hands, but as you can see, it's a micro USB to charge this, which I have here. I don't know exactly if you can see that 100%, but that's the USB charger you get with it. I think this is the 1 watt you get with it, or this is a spare one. I'm not entirely sure now. So this charges the battery, and as you can see, also charges the controller as well. What is a lot better for me personally, because it's not always handy having spare batteries, and sometimes the batteries get low. Personally, I do forget to change them quite often. It's mainly because half the time I'm not even using the drones due to the weather, so I don't really check them. So I'm thinking, oh, they're fine. Sometimes they're not. Well, I've had a bit of an incident with before, but as I said, this is mainly my own fault. It also has a phone holder hidden in the top, if you look. So basically you just put your finger in there, pull, there we go. So you can adjust this even more, so it can fit a lot bigger phone or tablet in. It is fully adjustable. There you go. So you can adjust the actual angle that you have the phone on. And to put it back in, you just simply push, and it sits in there quite neatly. On the back of the controller, this is the angle for the camera itself. You've also got photos, and video if you want to take a photo or record. On this side you've got the speed of the drone, what you can control. Here's follow me mode, and sorry, what's that? I can't really see that from this angle. And that is if you want to go into headless mode. I know if you press, I think it's the headless mode a long time, it will go from, oh no, hang on. No, sorry, ignore that. That's completely irrelevant on this video. So basically back to the drone. It's quite a simple drone to use. The calibration is absolutely easy. Battery charging, it does take a few hours to charge the battery. I'd say probably about anywhere between 5 and 6 hours is the normal charge time once the battery is dead. It is a LiPo battery, so you don't have to drain the battery to charge it. You can charge it anytime. Apart from that, it's absolutely a good battery. It lasts, say, about 15 minutes without first person view, and it also lasts about 10 minutes if you've got first person view on. But 10 minutes is quite a long time for the drone, considering its size. Also considering it has it is only a brushed motors. The only cons I can find on this drone really is the fact that it's a brushed motor. Apart from that, it is a bit of an older drone compared to the next one up, the Hs100r. So it can be forgiven for having brushed motors. Personally, I do think this is slightly better than the Hs700 due to the fact of the adjustable camera, and also due to the fact that you can actually put this controller on charge. It rarely needs charging. It lasts for absolutely ages. I don't see many problems with it. It handles quite well in wind. I've had this out in about, I think it was about 20 miles an hour wind. It did handle quite well. Don't get me wrong, it does move quite a bit in obviously high winds. I'd probably advise, unless you've got some experience of flying drones, it would be preferable probably to fly it in about 10 mile an hour winds or less. 15 I'd say maximum if you want a nice stable clear video or photo. 20 miles an hour you have to really adjust to get a good shot on the photos. It does struggle against 20 mile an hour winds compared to the Hs700, but they each have their own individual pros and cons. Apart from that, this is, I would say, an amazing drone. If I was to have to give it a rating, I would probably give this an 8 out of 10 compared to the Hs700, what I only gave is 7 out of 10. And that was just due to the fact of the amount of cons with it. This really, I can only find 2 cons. Oh, sorry, not even 2 cons, it's just 1 con. And that is just due to the fact of its brushed motors. What I'll do is I'll attach some links to the UK Amazon where I've purchased this from. I'll also attach a United States link to Amazon in US, and also a link to the Canadian Amazon as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see some more videos. And until next time.